Hello, I'm back. My 2 subscribers that I have since gained from my last video were probably waiting for this with bated breath. I hope you all are doing well. Staying inside, staying safe. I unfortunately don't have the luxury of staying inside, but I'm doing my best. Moving on though, this is a skincare video. Wow. I have been, coming up with a lot of different ideas for videos to film, and this one kind of just popped in my head. I don't know why. No one really asked for this, but I wanted to do it, so I'm gonna do it. But this is gonna be a little bit different in that this is skincare for people who just can't be bothered. And what I mean by that is, like, you're either busy or you're just kind of lazy, and you don't want to go through the motions of like getting a cream and a serum and like a mask and an ampoule and like 5 other creams and then like a facial exercise. Like, some people's skincare routines are as convoluted and multifaceted as like a March Madness bracket, and it gives me a headache just looking at it. I don't know how they find all that stuff or figure out which things to use, and let alone do it every day. Not me. Not me. I just keep it simple, and that's what works for me. Everyone's different. That's the beauty of life, right? In the past, I have not been very good with skincare. I'm gonna put up some pictures of what my skin looked like literally like a year or 2 ago. Not a great sight. The only thing that I would do constantly besides sleep in my makeup was using like really harsh exfoliating products and washing my skin in this shower. And spoiler alert, those are 2 things that you shouldn't do. I've since, started doing my research, watched a lot of videos made by dermatologists, listened to what they said, and applied it. So, yes, we're doing better. I'm wearing makeup now, but I'll put a picture of me not wearing makeup to show the contrast between what it was and what it is. Yay, fun. So, without further ado, let's get into this. There are 3 main times within the day/week that I will do. I put this on and I don't know why. Get out of here, okay? So there are 3 main times where I do my skincare, and that will be in the morning, after a shower, and before bed. Those are the only times I'll do it, because those are the only times I have time to do it. And yeah, so let's get into each of those little categories. Okay, so when I wake up in the morning, before I put on makeup or anything like that, I'll always kind of assess how my skin is doing and then base whatever I do off of that, because I find that really helps not only with how my makeup goes on, but also how my skin will react to that makeup. Obviously, duh, that's why we use skincare, right? So my skin is just normally dry. Doesn't matter if it's winter, doesn't matter if it's summer, my skin is extremely dry. So you'll find a lot of the things that I do have to do with retaining moisture. So if my skin is just kind of feeling, normal, not too dry, not too oily, I will use just this. This is the Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisture Cream. This stuff, it feels like I'm putting banana pudding on my face, but it's a good thing and not just me at 3 a.m. in my kitchen trying to have fun. Why would that be something I do for fun? Anyway, this stuff is really nice. And this is the only thing I'll use if my skin is just kind of having a normal day, just kind of vibing. But if I'm feeling extra dry, I will use that in tandem with this. Now be prepared to see this a lot. I use this stuff quite a bit. This is the Laneige Cream Skin Refiner Mist, and this stuff is really convenient, obviously, because it's a mist, and also it's not as watery as most mists are. When I spray this on, it kind of takes on the feeling of a lotion, and it goes into the skin as a lotion would, which is really interesting. So I'll use this first, and then this, and if I need a little extra help because there's probably one spot on my face that is still kind of dry and flaky, I will use this multi balm. Now, before using this, I was not a big fan of balms. I'd only used like hand balms before, and I hate those things. They make my skin way drier. But this stuff actually does quite a good job. This is the Pure Jelly Multi Balm from Etude House. And it's a cute little moment. This is a part of their Happy with Piglet collection that they did. And that may or may not be the reason I bought it in the first place, but it works for me and it has a function. So it's not a waste of money and it's not an irresponsible purchase, okay? But yeah, so this stuff works really well if I have an extra like bumpy area of my skin or something's extra dry. It'll help keep moisture in that area, and it'll help kind of calm down that area so I can put makeup over it and there won't be any issues. And if my skin is kind of oily or there's still enough moisture left in it from the night before skincare routine, I won't do anything. Not even use the banana cream. I won't do anything, because putting moisturizing products on oily / already moisturized skin is kind of a recipe for disaster. So I find it's better to just go right in on days where I'm oily and or moisturized. Right, moving on to after I get out of the shower. So something I will do right away is revisit an old friend, that being Laneige Cream Skin Refiner Mist. Now, when a normal person will wash their face with water, it's natural to, you know, lose some of the moisture within like 3 to 5 minutes or something like that. That's just how skin works, right? But for me, it takes a lot less time. Like, I swear, by the time it takes for me to get out of the shower, put a towel on, come upstairs, and stand in my room, I could probably peel off a layer of my skin like a snake that's molting. That's how dry I get, like, in that short amount of time. It's crazy. So in order to kind of keep moisture in my skin, I will just spray her down with this mist and let it kind of marinate there while I dry myself off and, you know, dry my hair and do all of that stuff. And once that's done, then I will use a face mask. And that will be good enough for keeping moisture after I get out of the shower. Now, in between the mist and face mask steps, about twice a week, I will cleanse my face with the CeraVe Renewing Salicylic Acid Face Cleanser. It's great. It's nice. It helps with clogged pores and all of that. And since it's got kind of strong stuff in it, I only use it about twice a week. So yeah, that helps me. Another thing that I use sparingly throughout the week is this Everyman Jack charcoal face wash. And this stuff is actually really nice too. And it's fragrance-free, naturally derived, cruelty-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, and the bottle's recyclable, so you can't go wrong with this one. So that's it for after I get out of the shower. Okay, now, before bed. This is where I kind of like to switch it up, maybe have a little fun, freestyle it, but there is an outline that I'll usually follow every day, and that is taking my makeup off, obviously, and once again, I use Laneige Cream Skin. Ow, I just hit myself in the teeth with it. I use this stuff a lot. It's really great. If I had to recommend anything the most, it would clearly be the banana screen. No, it's this. So yeah, I spray this all over my face, and then I'll gently kind of rub it in to kind of like emulsify everything that I have on my face, and then I'll go in with a makeup wipe and wipe it all off. I pair the mist with the makeup wipe because it helps kind of alleviate that like dry, raw feeling that I'll sometimes get after removing my makeup. Then, if I hadn't already, I will use a face mask. Now, I don't use them twice a day, so if I had already used one when I took a shower, I won't use one again. Now, can I just say, Having face masks in this kind of format is so nice. I used to buy them in like, you know, the individual packs that everybody will get. But I was watching an Edward Avila. I was watching his video one day, and he mentioned that there exists face mask packs that you pull out like tissues. And when I heard that, something changed within me. And I looked it up, and I found such a thing, and I bought it, and I've never been happier. I got this on YesStyle, and it's literally as I just said. You just pull them out like they're tissues, and this is so nice because now I have a face mask for whenever I need one. I could put a face mask on every single hour. I mean, that would be really time consuming and just, you know, kind of foolish, but I could do it if I want to. And that's really nice having that option. So yeah. And these actually, so these are by the brand Savarino, and they're the strawberry ones. They don't taste like strawberry as far as I know. I'm not going to try that out, but they smell like it. So, and these ones, they say that you only need to have them on for 60 seconds or a minute, but I'll keep them on for like 2 to 3 minutes, and that'll be perfectly fine for me. But so if I had already put a face mask on that day, then I might switch it up a little bit and use a night mask. This is the watermelon one by Glow Recipe. I also really liked the one from Laneige. It's in like a little blue bottle. I tried that for a while, and then I lost it. So we don't know where she is. But I have this one, and this one works well as well. It also smells good, which is cool. Alright, now I'm going to address what I do when my skin is being mean. Which happens, you know, skin can be a meanie sometimes, and it doesn't want to cooperate. We all have those moments. First, starting off, what I do when I have a breakout like I'm having now. I don't do anything. Now, maybe someone is gonna hear that and be like, what? You don't do anything? That's crazy. Like, oh my gosh. But anytime I've put a product on a pimple or done something to try and alleviate it, it doesn't do anything. And if it does do anything, it just dries my skin out, or just kind of makes it worse. So I haven't reaped any benefits from doing anything or putting anything on pimples. So a while ago, I just kind of stopped and tried to leave them alone as much as I could, and I found that that actually does more than what I had been doing. So that's what I do. I don't do anything. I do have one product that I do put on pimples that are hitting the road though, and that is this CeraVe Retinol Resurfacing Serum. This is obviously, like I said, for pimples that are ready to hitch a ride out of here, and this helps with reducing redness. I was having a problem a while ago where when I would get a pimple, it would blow up really big, and then it would, you know, do its thing, and as it was leaving, instead of kind of just gradually reducing as pimples do, it would get really dark and almost purple, and it was so frustrating because even if I put makeup on it, it would just draw attention to itself because it would be just this super dark spot on my face, and I usually get them right here, so it was made even more obvious. But after I started using this, it doesn't happen. So yeah, that's what I do with pimples. Pretty much nothing. For days when I have just general irritation, or my skin feels kind of raw, which happens out of the blue sometimes. It is winter time, so that usually is kind of normal. For times like that, I will use Vanny Cream. Now this stuff is like extra strength lotion. It's made specifically for like sensitive skin, so that makes sense. It's also accepted by the National Eczema Association, which is very good for you, Vanny Cream. You're making it out there. But yeah, Vanny Cream is, like I said, it's like an extra strength lotion. So whenever I have like super red, dry, like icky, uncomfortable feeling places on my face, I will put on a decent amount of that, and within like 10-15 minutes, we're ready to roll, baby. Also, once a week, I will put Vanny Cream all over my face and go to bed. And that will also really help kind of rejuvenate how my skin feels. Pimples also, sometimes when they dry out super bad, I'll put Vanny Cream on it. It'll take care of it. Vanny Cream is like repel spray or rope in Pokemon. Like, it gets you out of a rut. It makes things a lot less annoying for you in life. So I really like Vanny Cream. It's really great. And yeah, that is all of my skincare. Not anything super complicated. This, like I said, this is what works for me. And I hope maybe this helps you. I don't know. But yeah, this is what works for me and helps me and has improved my skin overall. And yeah, I hope you found it entertaining, and maybe it'll help you if you're so inclined to try some of these products. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Also, thank you to all of the 40 people who put their eyeballs on my last video. That was really, really cool to see. I don't think I've ever gotten 40 views on any videos that I've put up online, so that's really nice. And especially getting 40 views on a video that for some reason uploaded in 360p. I don't know why that happened. I'm sorry. Hopefully this one will upload with a good, decent resolution. Also, I'm thinking of starting to upload like every Wednesday or Thursday, somewhere along those lines. Every week, basically. So yeah, stay tuned and more to come. No. Okay, bye.